Hello, hello. It's Steve and Stephanie. We are back from our first trip of 2023 in our travel trailer, the Wildwood, behind me. And what's funny about the first trip of the season is you just have, you have to double check and make sure everything's ready to go. After this, you know you have it all because you've done it all. So one of the cool things is that for our first trip, we picked a place kind of close to home, only a couple, 2-3 hours from home. And so we didn't have to do all that rushing to get out of here early in the morning. We could take our time. We wanted to kind of shoot for noon so we would miss traffic. And we did end up leaving later than that, but we made it before the traffic. We really did well. So one of the things is when we went to close the slide on the new recliners. If you haven't seen that, we got new recliners and took out our jackknife sofa. The slide didn't close.
Yeah.
So we had to like, now what are we gonna do? And it was really actually an easy fix. Let me show you. Okay, so we could not close the slide with the chairs in place. So we figured out to put them side by side this way just for travel, and then we'll slide this one back around where it belongs because the slide was coming right here. It was going to hit the chair. So I just thought I would show you that it didn't fit. So we propped it with some pillows and cushioned it. It worked out great. So we got all ready, we got over there, and we've been to this campground one time before. It was our first time out in the hybrid, and it was our first time to actually figure out how to do hookups and all of that. If you want to see, we have a video on that disaster trip. It was so bad.
Fail.
Yeah, but we knew we wanted to come back because this is a really cool campground. And so when we got there, it was kind of interesting to see we were in the exact same spot.
Yes.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was a nice spot. It's called the Inn Town Campground in Nevada City, and it is in town. It's right in town. Yeah. It's super cool. It's got that nice foresty feel. It's not like the parking lot kind of camping. You know, you're not just trailer after trailer. You really feel like you have your spot. I love the place. It's just, they've really been intentional about it. They have tent camping, they have glamping in these tents, and then they have the trailers, and it's just very nice. They also really cater to families. So they have, it's a Gold Rush area. You know, we live in the Gold Rush area, so this is just the other side of it. And they have like an Old West building, like fake facade building for kids to play in, and they were set up for outside movies, which they only do on the weekends, so we didn't see an outside movie. Kind of cold. I really wouldn't have wanted to do that. It's just really nice, you know. It was just really nice campground. So we kind of just set up. Setup was easy. There wasn't much to it. We had all our stuff, thankfully.
Yeah, and that setup was the easiest we've ever had.
So I just thought I would walk you through us setting up. Okay, we're all set up. The slide is out. The chairs are back in their place. And I just swept because there was just a lot of dust from going in and out. Hey Buster, are you comfy? And now I'm going to lay out these rugs and these decorations. Just, you know, the homey stuff. Video before hubby comes in and starts laying his stuff down. So we've got our chairs. I brought this from home. I use this on my couch. If it works, I'll buy a couple more. It just has two little things that kind of clamp on the arm. So that's pretty cool. So the chairs made it. And there's the decor. I'll light that candle. It'll be just lovely. And then got our coffee pot out. Oh, and Buster's food is down there. And the coffee pot. The dish drain. And that's pretty much it. All right, and then the bedroom. We'll be closing the curtains and leaving them closed. And the lights are on under the bed. Did you notice that? I wonder why they're not on in here. I need to plug them. Oh, these are on. That we installed, they don't work, so I'll have to ask hubby if that got messed with when he put the chairs in. And he bought this for my birthday, so we're gonna hang it somewhere. Oh, that could be pretty noisy, huh? Because this is nice and breezy out there, so we'll see. It might get hung, it might not. But now that you've seen the inside, I'm going to take you on a tour of the outside. So we love to sit at our dinette. I know a lot of people take them out, but Buster likes to hide under there. And then we each take a side and all our stuff goes there. So there's my satchel. It's got my iPad and just all my stuff goes there. And then his stuff will be piled over here, his laptop and stuff. Oh my gosh. This new chair is a dream. I'm so tired and I feel so relaxed. This new chair is a dream. And my little couch pillow just makes it perfect. And then we got our window open. You can see our campground. I love this new chair. Love it. I bought these, covers for this picnic table, and they've never fit any picnic table we've ever camped at till now. We brought the camp chairs and we rented the little campfire that they have here. You're not allowed to light a fire, so it's propane. And we have these lights, and I'm not going to hang up any banners. Got the pillow chairs out, a little flag. Very cozy. So that was that. We got all comfy, and then we kind of came in for the evening and, just really enjoyed our new recliners. Oh my gosh, can I just say, that was one of our best moves ever.
It changes everything. Changes everything.
It changes everything. So we decided to run over to the grocery store and kind of just get a few things. We usually like to do that if we know we're close to a store. And instead of trying to pack all the food we want, we kind of decide when we get there. So we went to the grocery store, got a few things. Of course, junk food. It's camping. Yeah. And one of the things I will say about Steve here is he's never met a stranger. And so he's visiting with the checkout people when we're checking out of the grocery store. And he said to them, if you were telling somebody about your town and they could only see one thing, what one thing would you want them to see? And they gave us so many great ideas. I thought that was just super smart. Yeah.
It was great. I recommend do that everywhere you go. They're going to know something that will not be
in the brochures. Yeah. So a few of the things they told us, the gardens we knew we were going to go to, they told us about a covered bridge and a mine, Empire Mine. And they wanted us to eat something called a pasty. And so we wrote it all down, wrote it all in my phone, and then we went back and just, kind of had snacks and watched TV. It was really nice.
It was just so relaxing. That was nice.
So in the morning, we kind of got up and had just a laid back morning. He had a lot of calls to do with his business. So I just had to be patient and just wait. And so we left later than I wanted to. And, it's business. You can't be mad about that, but it still wasn't like the time we were going to be late for our appointment. Now you have to make an appointment at the gardens. But we bought the season pass, so we knew that the appointment was not going to be held fast. And I looked, and they were like, nobody had any tickets the rest of the day because there's no flowers, which we found out when we got there. So I digress. We decided to go get a pasty on our way. And oh my gosh, there was a lot of, someone was working the map, me, someone was working the car, him, and it was not in agreement. Like, he wasn't happy with the way I was directing, and I wasn't happy with the way he was driving, and it was a lot of that. So our day was not going well. And it became a day where everything that can go wrong goes wrong. Yeah. Well, I mean, there was things that could have been worse, but it was like, we're just like, ugh. So we went to the pasty place. It was said it was open on the internet, but it was closed. And then I said, well, let's go to my favorite restaurant. It's one of the things I like to go there for. It's just a health food restaurant that is delicious, and I wanted to go there. It's one of my favorite things, and it's gone. Now it's a sushi bar. So it's just racking up. So we ended up getting something for lunch. I don't think it was good. Where did we go? Oh, we went to the grocery store and got a sandwich.
Oh, that's right.
With the raw bacon.
Deli, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I saw him making my sandwich, which was after his. And I said, do you think you could throw that bacon in the microwave? It looked kind of floppy. So we're eating our sandwiches, and he goes, this bacon is raw.
It was just raw bacon. It wasn't cooked at all. Oh,
So
man.
that day just kept going, right?
Yeah.
So we're kind of just like, you know, going along, and he spilled coffee all over himself.
He did that.
That was hot coffee, went everywhere. And luckily we were close to the trailer. We got in there and got that change and ended up at the gardens, which there were no tulips, but there were flowers, and it is beautiful no matter what. And we will go back. Now that we have the pass, we don't have to have an appointment. And it was lovely. So I'm going to show you a little bit of the gardens without the tulips. And when I go back for the tulips, I will show you that too. But there's this one view of the chapel that I always shoot a picture at. I didn't this time because it wasn't worth it. But it just, I had to stop and show it. So here we go with Crystal Hermitage Gardens. That's the Welcome Center. Lots of flowers, no tulips yet. It's gonna, oh, I see one. Do you see it? One. For reals. I like what they did with the paths. You know what? This is my spot right here. Pretty is this going to be when it's full of flowers? Oh, look, how pretty are these? Tulips. This tree will be full of pink buds and leaves. It's going to be so pretty. Say hi. Give me the claw. That little chapel right there has a window, a wall of windows that looks out on the canyon. You can't see it from this side. Wait until that's all full, it'll be purple flowers. So that was fun, and Buster did really well. It wasn't too hot, so we had him. And it's one of my concerns when we take him is I don't want to go anywhere. Like, I don't want to go out to dinner and leave him in the car. I don't like all of that because I just don't want him to be in the car or in the trailer. So it kind of curtails things, but he did really well. And they had a place for us to park in the shade. They cared about the dog. Yeah. It was really sweet.
People work there are
so
great.
Nice. But on the way back, there's a place that he likes to stop because it's just a cool bridge. And tell about that.
So many bridges nowadays are pretty much straight lines, and you know, but this one is an old one from early last century, and it's like it's Art Deco. It's got these big arches and everything in it. And it's just pretty right in this canyon with a big river going through it. It's just really, really pretty.
Let me show it to you. So that was pretty. Our photographers always find the best spots. So we went back to our trailer and walked the dog, and we got to meet a bunch of the neighbors. That was kind of cool. And just a chill evening watching a movie in our recliners. I cannot stress enough. It's like we don't even need the pillow chairs anymore. We want to be inside. And so I brought this little table that hooks to the side of the chair. I usually have it on my sofa to set like things on, and it's supposed to be, it's very firm, and it does hold a drink.
Yeah, sometimes.
Until you knock it over.
Until you knock it over.
And he did.
And I did.
Went everywhere. It was orange juice.
Orange juice, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, you know, all we did was just, okay, this day won't end. It just won't end. And so we just spent a lot of time trying to clean up that sticky juice. Ugh. It went everywhere on his brand new chair.
Yeah.
And the floor, and it just went everywhere.
I said bad words.
He actually did. Sometimes his bad words aren't really bad. They just sound bad because of the way he says them. But he actually said, "You want to tell?"
No. No. It's a family show.
So the next day we got up, another leisurely morning. We knew we were going to the covered bridge, but first in search of the pasty, which we finally got.
Yes. And
I will tell you what it is. It's basically food for the miners back in the old gold rush. And the cook would just make it like a pie shell, like a pot pie that you could hold in your hand, and it had all the food inside the pie pastry. So I got the beef, like beef stew inside of a pot pie, and he got ham and cheese.
Ham and cheese?
Ham and cheese.
That was it?
And it was delicious and filling. Really nice, because we weren't hungry. And so we went in search of the covered bridge, and we decided to take the scenic route, which was kind of like on the map. It had a lot of curves, you know, the kind that just kind of, and even the dog was car sick. Like, it was just so curvy.
But very green. It was beautiful.
It was
green.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. I will absolutely agree with you on that. But we decided to go back a different way. So we get to the covered bridge, and it's a state park. And
Bridgeport.
And it was lovely. Obviously, the bridge has been renovated. It didn't look like something from the 1800s. There may be parts of it, but for the most part, it looked really nice.
Yeah, I mean, it probably looked like that in the 1800s, but it's all been repaired and replaced and refurbished. So,
well, let's just show you our walk around. Hey, Buster. That's pretty cool, huh? To follow Dad. No! Look at those pretty flowers. Very cool covered bridge, just covering that river from the old gold rush days. So that was pretty cool. We decided to go home a different way, and we came across this really cool lake, which was named Wildwood, just like our trailer.
Oh, yeah.
So let's just show you that. It had a very cool, what do you call it? Spillway. A very, very cool place. We're standing in front of Lake Wildwood. And that's the name of our trailer.
Yep.
Actually, it's not a lake, it's from a dam.
Damn Wildwood.
So I'll give you the whole look of it here.
This is a damn place.
I think it's going to do dam jokes for the whole time.
I love this damn place.
Told you. All right.
Cool. Are you going to show me Spillway?
Yes. Are you going to do the claw? this. The spillway. There he is doing his thing. That is bizarre looking. Wouldn't it be amazing to live on this lake and just take your boat out? Oh, I love it. So that was cool. And so we went back to town, and this time we decided to tour Nevada City and kind of walk around the streets and see the shops. And we bought hats.
Hats.
Is this one of your hats?
This is one of my hats.
It already has cat hair all over it.
We didn't buy a cat. We just got a hat.
Well, I'm going to
The
show
hat
my,
and
I'm
the
going to show
cat.
my hat. I thought you got two.
I did. Here's the other one right
Oh,
here.
nice. Blue.
But I went way out of my comfort zone. Look at the inside of this thing.
Oh my gosh, is it flowers?
Yes, it's flowers. It's a softer side of me.
Did you know that when you bought it?
Not a clue. Not a clue. I only saw that.
Yeah, I didn't think he would know. Okay, so I got this one. And I have a super big head for girls, because girls are all supposed to have the same size head. And this fits me. So this is going to be a great summer hat for hiking and camping.
Perfect.
Super excited. It has a tie, so you can make it tighter. Now, when we rented our camp spot, we also rented a propane campfire, and we hadn't used it. And I just thought, well, we have to use it. We paid for it. It's just so comfy inside the camper. We didn't want to sit outside.
Oh, it was chilly outside.
It was chilly.
Yeah,
so we did use our campfire, and we visited with our neighbors. And one of the things I love about campgrounds is everybody's so friendly. You get to visit and make friends, and that was fun. And so we did use our campfire.
Oh, it was great. I think I want to buy one. It was so warm. It was really cool.
It was very cool and easy, you know.
Yep.
Just turn it on.
There it
Boom.
is.
Then we had another quiet night in the camper, super comfy. Nothing to really say. It was just comfy. And then we got up and leisurely packed up and got out by checkout, which was 11. And yeah, packing up was really good. All the things that went wrong were not things to do with our camper or our camping trip. It was just, you know, comedy of errors, things that just happened.
I think the most excitement we had was going there, and somebody almost swerved into us.
Oh my gosh.
And so we're on a 2-lane road, and I had to swerve to the right so that it didn't hit me. But then that started the whole fishtail thing going.
It all happened so fast.
man.
And I was so impressed with you. Like, I felt so safe. He just reacted perfect.
But
You recovered and got it just like it. Oh my gosh. And that guy just went on his happy way like he never even knew what happened.
yeah, thank goodness for anti-sway bars, because that thing probably saved us.
Man, that would have been a bad thing.
Yeah,
First trip.
bad.
So we don't have our next trip in the books, but I definitely want to take something maybe in about a month. I'm thinking ocean.
Ocean sounds good.
Doesn't it?
Sounds really good.
And that would be boondocking. We can try out all our stuff. I want to order a new awning before this season really gets going, because our awning, it needs to be replaced. And so that was our trip. What do you think? We had such a good time. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching our channel, and we'll see you next time.
See you later. See you later.
Bye. The claw.